Hi guys, it's Amy and we have a transfer date. Yay! I'm so happy for this attempt number 2 on this wonderful journey that I am on. But before we talk about the transfer, let's talk about the embryos. So we were able to get 40 eggs from the egg donor, which is a crazy amount of eggs, the good kind of crazy. And 25 were fertilized, 19 were sent off for testing, and 16 came back. One of those embryos came back as perfect. It was rated AA+++. I'm not even exactly sure of the rating, but the doctor said it was perfect, so it's perfect. And then the other 15 were rated AA plus and minus and BB plus and minus. So we have 16 wonderful embryos to try to have a baby for this family. So that's exciting. And something that happened last week was a little crazy. My husband and I, our communicable disease testing from CCRM had expired, so we had to do another one. And I received the box, they sent it to me, and I opened the box, and it was very intimidating. There was like vials for blood with purple tops, vials of blood with red tops. There was cups to catch your urine. There was pipettes to transfer that urine to little containers that had to be shaken and mixed. Crazy and, like I said, intimidating. So I went to LabCorp thinking they'll take my blood and my urine sample and it'll be fine. So I got to LabCorp. They said, no, we do not do any kind of shipping kits. And I said, great, where should I go? They suggested the hospital. So I ran across the street to the hospital and I went to registration and I said, are you able to draw my blood? And she's like, no, we can't just draw your blood without a doctor's note. And I said, well, I have all this paperwork and here's the tubes. I just need someone to actually just draw the blood for me. I'll do everything else. And at first they told me no, but then I talked to supervisors and a couple of the nurses there and they said, yeah, no problem. So I don't know, it was just crazy and it's just something I never had to do before. So we got all the blood work home and I was reading over the instructions. It's a very, very detailed instruction list on what to do and what not to do. So my husband and I have all of our tubes of blood and we're trying to figure out which one goes in which box. And then we have to do our urine sample and then we read it and like everything has to be frozen for 24 hours. So we're putting our urine and blood samples in our freezer. Luckily we have one in our basement, which is our deep freezer. So like our children and anybody else opening the freezer won't just see these samples and think that we're nuts. So anyway, we put them in there for 24 hours and then we went to UPS to ship them off the next day. And they actually told us, since it was labeled with a certain label, that they could not literally take them because it was biohazard law, whatever, I don't know. But he couldn't take them. So we had to leave them on top of a drop box. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have a receipt for this. What if it falls off and the FedEx guy doesn't find it or see it? I don't know, it was just crazy. Anyway, so I emailed my nurse at CCR and I said, they're on their way. Let me know when you get them. And they received them. And the next day, I don't know, just crazy story, right? I don't know if any of you ever had to do a shipping kit like that or any of you in the future will have to, but I know how to do it now. So you can contact me and I'll walk you through it. Crazy, intimidating thing. But anyway, okay, so I just had to share that story because it was just crazy. I wish I would have taken a picture of it all though. All the tubes and all the pipettes and all the packaging. It was just crazy. We'll just leave it at that. So anyway, that's all done and everything came back fine and we're going to move on now. So for the transfer is set for November 4th. Guys, that is 1 month away. It's going to go by so fast. So I am on birth control pills. I've been on them for a while. My last one, I think, is October 13th will be my last birth control pill. Lupron, I start next Sunday. So I'll be sure to do a video for you guys on that Lupron shot. And then the transfer, like I said, is November 4th. So my husband and I will leave on the 2nd evening, and that's Wednesday. And then Thursday, I will have to do blood work at CCRM, and then Friday's transfer. This is so crazy and so awesome, and I'm so excited, if you can't tell, to have a date and to be getting going again. And oh, one more thing that's crazy cool. So all along, the IPs and doctors have suggested just one embryo at transfer, and now they're kind of playing with the idea of maybe transferring two. So that's an option. That just makes me teensy bit nervous, only because I carried twins last time when we transferred two, and it was a little rough on me, the pregnancy. But I do work from home, and so if I'm feeling tired or not feeling well, I can sit down. Or if my feet are getting too swollen, I can sit down and prop them up. Whatever I need, I'm very grateful I get to work from home, and so it'll make it easier for me. But it's exciting that may be a possibility of carrying twins again. And so, yeah, I think that's all for now. And I would, like I said, do another video for you next Sunday with that Lupron shot, and I'll definitely keep you updated whether we are transferring one or two. We may not know right until transfer, but I'll let you know as soon as I know. Thanks so much for all the love and support. Thanks for liking and subscribing. If you haven't, do so below. Yeah, talk to you soon. Bye, guys.